this is a full guide on how you can push trophies fast in Brawl Stars and become an absolute pro. So as you guys know, trophy pushing is very competitive and there's a lot of players that are having trouble gaining trophies fast, and because of this, it's really hard to reach goals like 25,000 trophies, 50,000 trophies, 75.123 thousand trophies, or even 100,000 trophies. But have no fear, Cashews Gaming is here. By the end of this video, you will know the best ways to gain a bunch of trophies fast and reach your trophy goal. And yeah, make sure to like and subscribe because I'm almost at 200,000 subscribers. So subscriber, you will turn into a trophy, okay? But yeah, the first way to push trophies fast is to set trophy goals for your brawlers and push them out of the lower ranks. Now, let's say that most of your brawlers are in the 300 trophy range and they're sitting at tier 16 to tier 18. It's really important to set a trophy goal for all these brawlers and get their trophies up. For example, I have all these brawlers in the 300 trophy range, so I'm gonna set a goal of reaching 500 trophies on all these brawlers and literally push them up to that trophy range, okay? Now, setting trophy goals and achieving them is extremely important when trophy pushing. Like, let's say that you have 60 brawlers and all of them are sitting at rank 1. If you set a goal of getting all these brawlers up to 500 trophies and manage to complete this goal, you will literally have a total of 30,000 trophies just like that. And listen, if you have all 88 brawlers and you get them all up to 500 trophies, that is literally 44,000 trophies, dude. You can literally gain thousands of trophies if you set trophy goals for your brawlers and reach them. So if it's your first time setting trophy goals, I recommend setting a goal of 500 trophies per brawler. Now you're probably wondering, what do I do after getting all my brawlers to 500 trophies? Well, it's actually really simple. You can set a new goal for all of these brawlers. For example, once you hit 500 trophies for all your brawlers, you can set a new goal of pushing all your 500 trophy brawlers up to 750 trophies, and eventually you can make your way up to getting all your brawlers to the max tier. And listen, since all of your brawlers are under 1,000 trophies, you will lose a grand total of 0 trophies during the trophy reset. So that means that you can take your time with trophy pushing and you don't have to worry about the trophy reset at all. Brawl Stars made it a lot easier to trophy push, so be sure to take advantage of it by setting goals for your brawlers and hitting them. And then once you reach all of your goals, you can just set new ones and repeat it until you hit the max tiers. And yeah, if you've made it this far into the video, comment how many trophies you currently have. So yeah, the next way to get trophies fast and reach that 75,000 trophy count, 88,000 trophy count, or whatever trophy count you're trying to get, and that is to max out the specific brawlers that you'll be using for trophy pushing. Now, let's say that you've set a goal of getting all your brawlers up to 750 trophies. Now, the best way to approach this goal is to first push the brawlers that you're good at using. Now, let's say that I'm good at using brawlers like RT and Otis, and I have a goal of getting them up to 500 trophies. What I'm gonna do is actually max out these brawlers completely. I mean, let me max out this guy right now because I don't know why I don't have him maxed out. It is really important to max out some of the brawlers that you'll be trophy pushing. This will put you at an advantage against other players, especially in the lower trophy range. Most players in the lower trophy range don't have maxed out brawlers, so you can easily whack them out of existence if you have a maxed out brawler, because it is simple math. You will have more health and do more damage against these enemies, okay? And in order to max out your brawlers, you're gonna need a bunch of coins and power points, and you can easily get these resources by completing the Brawl Pass, completing Brawler Masteries, and also participating in Brawl Stars events as well. The next way to push trophies fast is to play in the correct game modes. Now, this is a really important tip, so you need to listen up, okay? Now, let's say that I'm trying to push Mortis up to 750 trophies, and out of all game modes, I decide to play him in Heist. Chances are I'm probably gonna get cooked and whacked out of existence, okay? It is extremely important to play brawlers in the game modes and map that they're best in. Now, if you want to push Mortis to 750 trophies, I would probably play him in game modes like Brawl Ball and Gem Grab because these are the best game modes for Mortis. If I take him into the incorrect game modes like Heist, I would probably end up losing a bunch of trophies and it would make it much more difficult to push trophies fast. So when pushing your brawlers, you really need to research and see which game modes and maps these brawlers are best in. This will increase your chances of winning more games and you can push trophies even faster, okay? Like if I'm pushing Colt, for example, I would definitely play him in game modes like Gem Grab, Heist, and Brawl Ball. The point is that it's really important to research each brawler and see which game modes they're best in. Now, some brawlers are also good in game modes like Solo Showdown, but I will explain why you should completely avoid Showdown when pushing trophies later in this video. But yeah, the next way to push trophies fast is to research the current meta and take advantage of it. Now, brawlers regularly come into the meta and out of the meta as well, so it's really important to consistently see which brawlers are currently in the meta and how you can take advantage of these brawlers in order to gain trophies fast. For example, Ash used to be a brawler that was complete garbage, but now he's currently in the meta and he is breaking the game with his hypercharge, and players are gaining a ton of trophies just by using Ash. The point is that brawlers come in and out of the meta. I mean, who would have thought that Ash would end up being one of the most broken brawlers in the game. You can also use other brawlers in the meta like Daryl, the new brawler Meeple, Stu Gaming, the legend himself Surge, and so many other brawlers, dude. You really need to research the meta consistently because it does change often, and this is because of things like balance changes and new updates that Brawl Stars releases. You also need to make sure that you're playing these meta brawlers in the correct game modes and maps, otherwise you will get cooked. And yeah, if you have some extra power points and coins, you can actually max out these meta brawlers, which will give you a better chance of getting more wins, and boom, you will be able to push trophies fast, okay? And listen, there are still so many more ways to push trophies fast, which I will explain right now. Another way to push trophies fast and reach whatever trophy goal you have is to avoid solo showdown. Now you're probably wondering, why should I avoid solo showdown? Listen up, okay? Now let's say that you have a brawler in the 750 trophy range and you're trying to push them up to the max tier. If you decide to play in solo showdown, chances are you'll go against a bunch of teamers that will whack you out of existence. Then you'll lose a bunch of trophies and it's just not a good experience, okay? Trophy pushing in showdown isn't really that bad if you're under 600 trophies, but if you're above 600 trophies, I would avoid showdown and just straight up play 3v3 game modes because showdown has too many teamers and 3v3 game modes don't, okay? Game modes like Brawl Ball are also better than showdown in general, so avoid showdown, okay? But yeah, you can still push your brawlers up to 600 trophies without any issues in solo showdown, but just know that showdown in the higher tiers, it's just not it, dude. Now, obviously, it's possible to trophy push only in solo showdown, but in my opinion, it's just so much more time consuming, and it's honestly so much easier to trophy push in 3v3 game modes. Now, the next way to push trophies fast is an extremely important tip, and if you don't follow this tip, it may be a bit difficult for you to gain trophies fast, so listen up, okay? And that is to have a good build for the brawlers that you're pushing trophies for. Now, the build you're using entirely depends on the game mode and map that you're playing, but let's say that I'm trying to push trophies for Lou and I decide to play in Gem Grab. For the gadget, I would end up using the syrup thing because it helps freeze enemies faster in my super. Then my teammates can whack them out of existence, okay? For the gears, we're obviously using the supercharge gear to charge my super faster and the shield gear for some extra health. Then for the star power, I'm using super cool, and this is so that enemies can become frozen even faster. And we obviously have this hypercharge thing as well, which instantly freezes enemies. But yeah, the point is that you want to have the best possible build for the brawler you're using and the game mode that you're playing in. This will put you at an insane advantage against your enemies and you'll have a better chance of winning, and then you can get even more trophies faster, okay? Now, this tip is something that you probably hear a lot, but it is an extremely underrated tip if you want to push trophies fast, and that is to just practice playing the game. Brawl Stars is consistently releasing new brawlers, and some of these brawlers might be a bit complex and difficult to use. Using these brawlers in practice matches and learning new strategies can help you improve in real games, and this can maximize your chances of gaining more trophies. For example, I still have no clue how to properly use Chuck, so what I can do is just hop in a few practice matches and learn how to use Chuck properly, and once I learn all of Chuck's mechanics and I know how to use him, I can start using him in real games and push those trophies fast, okay? Now, you can also just play practice matches to try new strategies, or if you're trying to just improve in a specific game mode, and yeah, this can really help you improve in general, and you can start pushing those trophies fast, okay? But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, click on this video to see how you can reach Masters fast in Brawl Stars.